Hey guys, Z.A.K here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to lock your servo saver. Hold on, there's a car coming by again. I'm going to show you how to lock your servo saver on your ECX boost cars, or any of the ECX line, the amps, the boost, torment, the circuit, and even the slash 4x4, which I did yesterday to its servo saver with some of the JV welds. So yeah, I'll show you how to do that for the ECX boost. So, to lock your servo saver, and what the advantage is if you have the boost, you'll know that the servo, well, their car went by, you'll know that the servo has a lot of play in it. And as you can see, it's all down there. And you want to know why? You can see in there, the servo saver is activating. And that's not good. So, what we're going to do is lock it. And then the Metal Gear servos are going to be coming in the mail soon, and it's raining, so I'm going to work on this now. And then, yeah, if you lock your bell crank, like your servo saver part of your bell crank, and you have a plastic geared servo, it might not last very long because the plastic gears will strip on impact. Like if it takes a hit, there's nothing to save the servo like the servo saver. I mean, as you can see, it really saves it, and that's the good part for just bashers. But my brother's going to race this car, so we're going to lock it up, and he's got a Metal Gear low profile servo coming, and that'll go in here, and that will take all the grunt, not the servo saver, because that'll be locked. We'll have direct steering. There won't be none of this. I'll do a little before and after too once the part comes in the mail. So yeah, let's start taking it apart. We're going to remove these two screws, these two screws, and these two screws, and this screw, and then the top plate should come off. So yeah, to speed the process up, like always, I'm going to be using my DeWalt XR drill with the Phillips head on it. And then also, looks like I'll also need a 2.0mm hex head, because that's what kind of screws I have in there. If you're wondering if these are just lead weights, because this buggy just likes to pop wheelies and it doesn't jump straight, because this is a basher and it's not a racer, but we're making it a racer because this is a $5 buggy, and that's our project, $5 buggy racer. So yeah, I'll start removing screws here. Alright, so once you do that, what you're going to want to do is remove the servo link by just getting your old pliers here, just twisting it off, and that should work. That actually came off really easy. I might have to change the ball cup on there. So next, you also have to do the same thing for your turnbuckles, which are plastic. So remove those. Then set your car aside so you have room to work. And yeah, I also just noticed something. The screw for the bell crank actually came off somehow, and it's just floating right there. Thinking that these are kind of modified bell cranks from the past user. But anyways, let's take off this hex head, put on this Phillips head, and remove these two screws here. Okay, so there we go. We got this screw out, which comes out pretty easily. Then we got this screw that won't come out, so I'll have to work this out somehow. I don't know how it'll get out, but I'll figure it out off camera, and then I'll be back with you guys. Alright, so it looks like I got it out. There was a bit of Loctite on the screw. Move the camera angle. Yeah, there's a bit of Loctite on the screw, as you can see there. Too much Loctite. It's a short little screw. Now you get this piece here, which you can just pull off. This ring here, which you need pliers for that. And this one's not coming out. Oh, there we go. Popped out. Okay, so as you can see, here is your little assembly. I should take this screw off first. That'll be easy. Just pop her off. Well, anyways, as you can see, this little clip here is basically your servo saver. This little shock clip looking thing. And then you got this piece here, which is the bottom half. And you got this piece here, which is the top half. And essentially how this works So that sits on there, and this sits under here. And then when you steer, as you can see, it just saves the servo. But if you barely even put any play on it, it shakes so much. So what we're gonna do is get some cleaning solution, WD-40 not JB Weld, WD-40 liquid wrench or simple green, which I'm gonna use simple green since I have that, and clean off all these pieces where they contact really well. And I can already see that someone else tried locking the servo saver with like CA glue or something, but they failed. But I'm gonna do it my way, which I know works and will be really good for this. So yeah, we're gonna clean these off quick. I grab the simple green. This is my tire softener / cleaner. So just set up the parts and spray them. Now you should have that part clean, this part clean, and this part clean, so the glue can adhere, or I should say epoxy, because we're going to use some JB Weld. Yep, JB Weld. Works on plastic and metal, so this should work. So what you want to do is put equal parts steel and equal parts hardener, which I'm not going to use very much. I did a lot more than I needed to on my slash bell crank, but what do you do? Get this half, put it on. Make sure I don't make a mess here. And go in and grab a toothpick or something. I got plenty in my toolbox for when I go racing. Then kind of mix it up. I'm using a paint lid from some Rust-Oleum paint because it's a nice area to use as a little mixer for your glue or epoxy, whatever you want to call it. JB Weld. Mix it up till you can only see one color. And you pretty much got that. Then what you want to do is take one at a time. Just get this piece. Get a lot of JB Weld on there and just all over the place, just slide it around. Okay, so there you go, you got your JB Weld on this one. Then grab your little C-clip ring here. Slide that where it should have went in the beginning. It's gonna ooze out, no big deal. What you want to do if it oozes out is you gotta kind of comb it back up, so it kind of grabs when it dries. And then finally, just be careful, you don't want to get your hands full of JB Weld, that stuff sticks. Take a lot of JB Weld now and just coat the top half. Now we're almost out of JB Weld, so I'm going to take this half again. Ooh, I got some JB Weld in my hand. Stick it on. And that should be good. Get that JB Weld off my thumb before it dries too much. Get the rest of your JB Weld, slather it on. Totally get the part where the clip is like, has that little notch in it, so then it doesn't spring. So just keep doing that. And you can also throw on some Team Associated bell cranks, they work. So if you don't want to do this, buy some aluminum B4.1 or SC10 or T4 bell cranks, as you can see. And make sure there is not any runoff inside of it, which there is for me. So I'm going to get myself a toothpick and kind of circle it around in there. Later on I can get a drill or a hobby knife in there somehow and get all that runoff out of there. But that looks good enough. So dang it, I got myself full of JB Weld again, guys, but here you go. That's how you lock your servo savers on your ECX vehicles. If you know how to take her apart, then you should have no problem getting to the servo saver piece. And the same kind of goes with the slash 4x4 one here, or slash 2-wheel drive if you have the VXL. You can just lock it where it rotates and stop it from, you know, servo saving or whatever you call it. But yeah, this one's dry and I'm pushing and it's not moving. It's a little sticky still, so it's probably drying a little bit more. It's been drying for a day now, so. Well, yeah, guys, there you go. That's how you do it to lock your servo saver on your ECX vehicles slash other vehicles. If you know how to take them apart, your B4, you could do it too. It's really similar. As you can see, the bell crank style is pretty much alike with this one. Maybe you could buy some aluminum bell cranks for your boost if they sell any, or buy any Team Associate aluminum bell cranks. We also got parts of the Team Associate bell cranks for the actual boost bell cranks right here, the little part where the knuckles attach. So there you go, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you later.